Hey, welcome to the very first episode of the World Point podcast. If this is your first time here, karibu sana. I've been thinking a lot about what has been happening in the country lately, especially the protests that happened on the Saba Saba this year. And honestly, it felt different energy, different faces, and sadly, different consequences. So in this episode, I want us to take a step back, not to debate or take side, but to ask, what made this year's Saba Saba protest stand out? Why did it get so intense? And if you have been asking yourself the same question, stay with me and let's unpack it together. By midday on July 7th, the atmosphere had shifted. What began as a peaceful protest in some areas was already turning tense. Tear gas filled the air, arrests were happening on the spot, and then the death toll started rising. As of now, Amnesty International and the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights reports that at least 40 people lost their lives during Saba Saba demonstration. And is the part that raises even more concern. Just days earlier, on June 25th, 2025, Kenya saw what many called the mother of all protests. Thousands took to the street. It was massive, loud, powerful. But despite its scale, the number of lives lost on June 25th was significantly lower. So what changed? Why did a smaller protest like Saba Saba result in almost 4 times as many deaths? Then came a controversial statement just days before the protest from Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen. In public address, he said, "Police have the authority to shoot anyone who comes near police station." Let's take a moment and listen to that clip.
Na tumeambia polisi, mtu yoyote mwenye atakaribia police station piga yeye risasi. Mtu yoyote. Ni sawa, anataka kuchungwa ni sawa, mtu mwenye anaripoti wakora ni sawa, lakini mtu mwenye anajaribu kuenda kuiba bunduki ati anaenda kunyang'anya polisi bunduki, shika mtu ananyang'anya bunduki. Hapa mtu mwenye anatupiwa mawe polisi anataka kuua polisi ati atakuja kupembelezwa, anakuja bunduki ni madasi.
And then, during the protest, a chilling moment was caught on camera. A uniformed police was heard yelling at protesters, saying, "I have the right to kill you. You will lie in the morgue today," translated in Swahili. Let's have a look also at that clip. Many are now asking, did this kind of rhetoric from senior officials give the green light for excessive force? And just when people were trying to process that, something even disturbing started surfacing. Before we dive into that, if this conversation has got you thinking, even just a little, now's a good time to subscribe. We are unpacking things you won't hear in headlines, and I want you to be part of it. So hit that red button, turn on the bell icon, and let's keep the important discussion going. So, who exactly were these masked, plainclothes men showing up in unmarked Subarus? Do you recall that? These weren't your regular police unit actually. They moved in unmarked Subarus, Outback and Forester. No uniform, no visible badges, some even with masks. Witnesses spotted them in Ngong, Kiserian, Kangemi, Kitengela, Embu, and along Jogoo Road, all during the Saba Saba protest. They weren't directing traffic actually, they were controlling crowds. They were roaming the street with guns, fully armed, but not in official uniform. And yes, we have one of the clips. Here they are, patrolling with weapons in broad daylight. Now, under a 2024 High Court ruling, this kind of operation is illegal. Police officers are not supposed to operate in civilian clothes or in unmarked vehicles during public demonstration. Yet, on Saba Saba 2025, it happened across multiple counties. And according to the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights, at least 10 deaths have been directly linked to the operation involving these units. So the question still stands. Who are they? Are they DCI, a special task force? And under whose command are they operating like this? All these questions are waiting to be answered in time. Let's pause here for a moment. We have seen the protest, we have seen the death, we have seen unmarked cars, masked officers, live rounds, and confusion on the street. But now, the bigger question is, where are we heading as a country? Because if peaceful protest ends in death, if court rulings are ignored, if citizens are too afraid to speak out, then what happens next? Let's be real. Protests have always been a way to express frustration and to demand better governance. But after what we have just witnessed, should this demonstration continue? Or is the cost becoming too high? I want to hear from you. Seriously, do you think demonstrations are still the way forward? Are they helping? Or are they being weaponized? Share your views on the comment section and I'll be going through each of your comments. And that brings us to the end of episode 1 of The World Point. If you have made it this far, thank you. This wasn't just about headlines. It was about real people, real lives, and the uncomfortable truth. We are here not to push any agenda. We are here to ask honest questions, explore the fact, and hold space for conversation that matter. So if this episode made you reflect, even just a little bit, drop a comment, like the video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And hey, if you want more content that's raw, respectful, rooted in real stories from the ground, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so that you can be notified whenever we'll be uploading new content, because this is just the beginning. I'm Said and this has been The World Point. Stay aware, stay curious, and most of all, stay in the conversation. Thank you.